Welcome, and thank you for listening to today's episode of Medical Device Global Market Access by Pure Global. The host is here to discuss a significant development in the Australian regulatory landscape. Australia's Therapeutic Goods Administration, or TGA, has recently provided much-needed clarification on the regulation of artificial intelligence and machine learning-enabled medical devices. This guidance is particularly timely, as the TGA has also announced that software as a medical device, or SAMD, will be a key compliance and enforcement priority for the 2026-2027 period. For any manufacturer developing or marketing AI-powered health software in Australia, understanding these clarifications is now critical for maintaining market access and avoiding compliance issues. The core of the TGA's new guidance focuses on defining the regulatory boundary. The central question has always been, when is AI-powered software considered a medical device? The TGA has reinforced that the answer lies in the product's intended purpose. If the software is intended by the manufacturer to be used for humans for purposes like diagnosis, prevention, monitoring, prediction, prognosis, treatment, or alleviation of disease, it will likely be regulated as a medical device. This includes diagnostic tools that analyze medical images, algorithms that predict patient risk scores, or software that recommends treatment plans. The guidance distinguishes these from general health and wellness apps that merely track fitness or encourage healthy habits, which typically fall outside the TGA's purview. This clarification means that manufacturers cannot simply claim their product is for general wellness if its core function and marketing claims point toward a specific medical purpose. This directly affects a broad spectrum of companies, from startups developing innovative diagnostic algorithms to established manufacturers integrating AI into their existing device ecosystems. The increased scrutiny means that developers who previously operated in a gray area must now definitively classify their products. The TGA's focus on the 2026 to 2027 period serves as a clear signal that the agency is dedicating resources to actively monitor the market for non-compliant SAMD. This is not a future problem. The preparation for this heightened enforcement must begin now. Any company with AI-enabled software intended for the Australian market needs to ensure its regulatory strategy is robust and its documentation is ready for inspection. The TGA will be looking closely at how these devices are validated and how their performance is monitored over time, placing a significant burden of proof on the manufacturer. With this sharpened focus comes more defined expectations for evidence. The TGA is emphasizing the need for comprehensive documentation covering the entire life cycle of the AI model. This includes detailed information about the datasets used for training and validation, ensuring they are representative of the intended patient population in Australia. Manufacturers must also provide a clear rationale for the AI model's architecture, performance metrics, and a robust plan for managing algorithmic changes and updates post-market. Transparency in how the model works and how it is monitored for performance drift is paramount. Simply demonstrating that the algorithm works upon release is no longer sufficient. Manufacturers must prove that it remains safe and effective throughout its entire time on the market. So what practical actions should your regulatory and quality teams be taking? First, we recommend conducting a thorough review of your product's intended purpose and all associated marketing materials. Ensure the classification is correct according to the TGA's latest guidance. If it falls under the SAMD definition, you must comply with the essential principles for safety and performance. Second, perform a detailed gap analysis of your technical documentation against the TGA's heightened evidence requirements for AI. This should cover data validation, cybersecurity measures, clinical evidence, and your post-market surveillance plan. Third, your quality management system must be updated to specifically address the life cycle of your AI model. This includes procedures for version control, revalidation protocols when the model is retrained, and methods for monitoring real-world performance data. Finally, with SAMD designated as an enforcement priority, begin preparing for potential TGA audits. Organize your documentation so that it is easily accessible and clearly demonstrates compliance. Navigating the evolving regulations for AI and SAMD in Australia can be complex. If your team needs assistance with regulatory strategy, technical documentation, or ensuring compliance ahead of the TGA's increased enforcement, please check out Pure Global. We specialize in helping medtech companies achieve and maintain global market access. For more resources, check the description for a link to our free AI-powered regulatory tools and device database. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.